So let's use an actual student's results to see where we would place them in the encoding and decoding remediation guide. If I scroll through, I can see that consonants are green, the short vowel sounds are green, but remember, after one syllable short vowel words, the scope and sequence goes to two syllable or closed syllable short vowel words. This he has a no. So that tells me I need to target this area first before I can go on to the other skills listed regarding long vowels, vowel digraphs, and other vowels in one syllable words. So there is a suggested instructional routine, which would be to have some sort of assessment. There are pre-tests included in the resource, but you could, of course, use your word reading and isolation results. It says teach lesson using word lists. There are word list pages. Provide practice with worksheets. Ask students to read aloud the practice sentences and stories. Provide additional practice with games, and then post test. So here is an example of a word list. So of course I would say to my student, today we are working on reading two-syllable words with short vowels. And it's okay to use the word closed syllable and to explain that a closed syllable ends in a consonant, and that is why the vowel has a short sound. But you would go through and you would have the student read word by word. And I always go down the line. So lunchbox, sunset, milkman, snapshot, kickoff, and then go to the next column, sandbox, zigzag, madman, hilltop. After the student has read, the initial first read is for accuracy, but you can always reread for fluency. And you can actually save these pages and have them read again tomorrow or next week. And that is just working on fluency and becoming automatic. We want the students to be able to read without having to stop and hesitate, break it apart, and think about the sounds that these letters make. After doing a word list in the same setting, you can then move on to an activity page. And so this one just happens to be write the word underneath the picture that matches it. There are some that are fill in the blank, but these are not time consuming and long. After the student completes the activity page, here we have a list of sentences. And again, the first read is for accuracy, but students should reread for fluency. The goal is with repetitive practice, the student will add these words to their sight vocabulary, words that they just recognize instantly upon seeing. Finally, you can play games. You don't have to play a game every day, but if you only have enough time to do a word list, a worksheet, and then read some sentences, maybe on Friday you do a game. Here's an example of a baseball game, and I have made a slide that kind of shows it in action. What you would do is you would have two teams. You would start off with your batter. Your batter would have to read a word that you show them on a card. If they read the word correctly, they progress to first base. Okay? Just like the real game of baseball, a point is earned when a run is scored. The next batter then would come up and they would be at home plate. They would read your next word on the card. If they read it correctly, this runner can advance to second base. This runner can go to first base, and the process continues until you have scored however many runs you have decided. The game says that if a student, maybe if 3 errors are made, now you have 3 outs, and then it switches to the other team. Sometimes students are on a roll and they don't make any errors and it just keeps going with the one team having the opportunity to read. So you can also have a 5-run rule, just like in normal baseball and softball.